Welcome back to the Redneck Tech YouTube channel. With whitetail season here, I wanted to cover my self-filming tree arm setup, and I also wanted to cover my setup for when I'm filming clients. For self-filming your whitetail hunts, you basically need three things. You need a base for your camera arm, you need the camera arm itself, and you need a fluid head. For my base, when I'm self-filming, I use the 4th Arrow 3.0 shoulder and base. The reason that I like this base is because I like the way that the base bites into the tree, and I don't have to crank it as much because these teeth bite into the tree, and once you get it fairly tight, that base will not move. Secondly, I like the way the base adjusts. It has a knob right here, and all you have to do is loosen that knob, get your base set up, get it leveled. No matter what kind of tree you're in, you can put it sideways and turn it. You can put it crooked and turn it and level it up. You level it, you tighten it down, and then you take your arm and you slide it in the hole and tighten it right here, and it's super easy. The arm that I use for self-filming is the 4th Arrow stiff arm. The reason that I like this arm is because it's light enough where it's super packable, and it's also not as bouncy as some of the other lighter weight camera arms on the market. Some of the other camera arms on the market are just too bouncy for me. When I'm self-filming and just filming my own hunts for fun, I really don't need anything crazy. I just need something that I'm gonna be able to have a fairly steady shot and also just get the shot on video and then make some easy, simple B-roll shots from the tree. And that's why I like the stiff arm, because it can do all that for me. As you can tell on my arms, I always put stealth stripping on there. And the reason I do that is because if a buckle falls off or something hits it, you don't get that metal sound. You get more of a thud instead of that pinging that you get from metal. As far as the fluid head for my self-filming setups, I'm using just the 4th Arrow fluid head they sell on their website. It's not the best fluid head, but honestly for self-filming, it's perfectly fine for what I need, because again, I'm not trying to get crazy good footage. I'm just trying to get the shot. And this fluid head is lightweight, and honestly, it's cheap. I think it was like 40 bucks. So that pretty much covers my whole self-filming setup. So now let's get into my client filming setup when we're doing this professionally. My client filming setup, arm-wise, is gonna be the Stiff Arm Pro. Obviously, same name as the other arm, but they tack Pro onto this, and the reason for that, I think, is pretty obvious. This arm is bulky. It's made to hold a larger camera. On my self-filming setup, I'm pretty much just filming with my A7 IV. My FX6 is just too big to put in a pack and manage all that by myself and have a tree stand and sticks in my back to climb up a tree or whatever I'm doing. But when I'm filming clients, I'm always running my FX6, and you need a bulkier arm. And this Stiff Arm Pro has been awesome. It doesn't bounce, it's super solid. And again, as you can tell, I have this arm stealth stripped as well. I don't have the fluid head that I run, but it's a Manfrotto fluid head. I don't have the model number on me, but it's a much larger head. It's much heavier, but the reason for that is because I'm running my FX6 and you need a larger fluid head. And again, we're trying to get awesome footage when we're filming for a client, so you need a more expensive, more bulkier, more capable fluid head, and that's why I run a bigger one on that. The next arm I bring to the tree when I'm filming clients is the Lone Wolf Custom Gear pocket arm. The reason I bring this arm is because it's small, it's super lightweight, and it's easy to get set up, and I can do it in like a minute or less. I actually modified this and took one section off. I use this as my second angle. For fluid heads, basically I'll just take that 4th Arrow that I use for my self-filming setup, and I'll throw it on this because this is just my second angle. I'm putting my A7 IV on the end of this, putting a wide angle lens, getting set up for a nice secondary angle shot, and I'm not touching it. So there's no panning with it. I don't have to get any B-roll with it. It's just stationary the whole hunt. When the deer comes in or whatever, I just reach over and hit record and it's done. I actually prefer to run this as opposed to like a GoPro or an Osmo. On occasion, I'll bring a GoPro with me and I'll set that up too, but most of the time I'm just running my A7 IV and my FX6, A7 IV for the second angle, and my primary angle is gonna be the FX6. So as you guys can tell, my setups for both filming myself and for clients are both pretty simple, pretty slimmed down, and pretty easy. Basically, if you're just filming yourself, you don't need anything crazy. You don't need the high-end pro arm. You just need A solid arm that has decent stability and is easy and lightweight to set up. And obviously if you're filming clients, you got to get a little bit more in depth, but that's also based on the camera that you're running. If you're running a heavier camera, you're going to need something like the Pro. If you're running a lighter camera like a mirrorless, you could probably get away with the stiff arm. So if you guys like this video or have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below and let us know any other videos you'd like us to do on whitetail hunting or any kind of filming in general.